I quit general aviation many years ago because of time and expense, but I really miss this. Above the clouds, cross country. So how am I going to get back up there, get back to something I really missed and really loved? I don't know when I first learned about paramotors, but in 2014 I decided it was time to get back in the air, get above those clouds again. This video is about the wings that helped me do just that. My first wing was the Muse 3, 26, just really nice wing, I guess. I knew nothing about wings, and so I left that up to my instructor, and he certainly did know best. First, I decided to do paragliding. One is I really wanted to kite well, and I just wanted to have that option. I think I'm single-handedly responsible for Phil Russman threatening to quit the profession altogether after he got finished training me.
Power.
To this day, I don't think I remember what Phil was trying to tell me. I think it had something to do with more power. But things did get better. Slowly my takeoffs got a little smoother. I really understood the concept of power, and I literally started to take off. Even my forwards start to feel really good.
Beautiful.
Yes, and I did pay Mike to say that. So all of 2014, I'd use that Macpara Muse 3, but then I thought maybe I'd move up to a more of an intermediate B-wing. So in early 2016, I purchased the Ozone Swift 4, and really nice wing, very lightweight material. Wonderful to fly up in the air, great on the speed bar. One thing that really bugged me over time was the fact that that lightweight material would cravat so easily. On launch, that used to happen quite a bit. Again, something I had to get used to, be real careful laying out the wing, but it really always kind of bugged me. When I would complain about this, I think my fellow pilots thought I was absolutely crazy. But I think wings are kind of like clothing. You end up wearing what's really comfortable. No matter what everybody else is wearing or says you should wear, you know, you get older and what the hell. But I thought I was going to look for maybe a different wing, one that I felt more comfortable on the launching, also I could use for paramotoring. So I started to demo some wings. So in early 2017, through Phil and the kind folks at Superfly, they sent me the Advanced Epsilon 8 to demo. It's a 27-meter wing. Don't you just love the crispy sound of that new wing? It's always exciting to me anyway. The first time I brought up this wing, I was kiting. I did some launches, mostly at Torrey. I just love this wing. What can I say? Right off the bat, I said, absolutely, I'm going to buy and use this wing for both paramotoring and paragliding. So right up until the present, I've been flying that Epsilon 8 and continue to just love it. I've kite other wings from friends of mine I've had, and I've always come back to the Advanced 8, at least for the paragliding. I've tried some other paramotor wings, as you'll see. I went a little crazy in the head and thought, well, I want to get an advanced B wing, something to go a little faster, cruise a little faster. But I've always come back to the Advanced Epsilon 8 again. So in early 2018, I purchased a Nivea Cougar 2. Strictly paramotor wing, more high-end, higher aspect ratio wing. Brand new wing at a used price. So How could I give that up? Really want to try something a little more high performance. Launching, obviously a little bit more tricky, higher aspect ratio wing, landing a little faster. Flew it about, I would say, 5 or 6 times and really started to see whether it's something I wanted to always fly. It flew and handled well, certainly a lot faster than my Epsilon. I did get high bit risers for the Epsilon 8, so I had a much better cruise speed than just a strictly paraglider wing. But after flying the Nivea for about, like, what did I say, 5, 6 times, 7 times, I realized that there wasn't a huge difference in the cruise speed between the high bit risers and the Nivea. Certainly the Nivea is going to be faster, but was it enough to make a difference for me? So I decided I could always launch the Epsilon sometimes, and the Nivea would be a little more squirrely. So what can I say? I'm getting lazy in my old age. So I decided to stick with the Epsilon with the high bit risers, and I sold the Nivea.
All right.
Okay, so what else can I spend my money on? I thought I'd try the Nucleon XX from Dudek. I got this wing at the same time I got the Nirvana F-Lite paramotor. That's been my latest paramotor. Unfortunately, it's back at the dealer with some engine issues that we haven't quite figured out yet. From an earlier video, you might recall that I had about 4 engine outs in 5 flights. But I had this Dudek Nucleon XX, and I really wanted to love this wing. What can I tell you? In many ways, I did like it, but it was a heavier wing, and in a nil wind, no wind launch situation, it was a bugger. And this wasn't just me. I got that impression from some other people with the Nucleon XX. So again, I'd pull out my advanced Epsilon 8. It's getting to be an old story, and I could always launch with my Epsilon. No wind, nil wind, high wind, it didn't matter. So I stayed with the Epsilon 8 and decided to sell the Dudek. Now, before you send those cards and letters, well, never mind, we don't send cards and letters. Before you post something disparaging, the Dudek, Cougar 2, they're all great wings. I don't know if there are any bad wings. It's just the wing that fits the individual pilot, and I guess I've talked about that a lot. It says whatever feels really good, and then go with that, because that's less bandwidth, as they say, going into piloting, more just enjoying the flight and doing what you need to do, which is just fly safely. But wait, there's more. I just bought the Ozone Spider 24-meter wing. I was able to kite both the 20-meter and 26-meter wing, and I really liked the way it kite. I did not fly the wing, so I'm going on faith here. But now I have the Ozone Spider, which is a true paramotoring wing, and I'll keep the Epsilon back to the original paragliding risers. So my first flight with the Spider was about a month ago now in my new Nirvana F-Lite paramotor. Really nice unit, very light, but I'd had a few problems, as I mentioned earlier. This is my 4th flight, and thinking I have the engine out problem solved. So a little foreshadowing here. So my 4th engine out on the Nirvana F-Lite, flying for the first time my Ozone Spider. And it's time to land this thing wherever I can. Luckily, I'm in an area where I can always keep track of emergency landings. You can see a big horse ring down there, and that's what I'm aiming for. Actually, it's near a street, actually near a mall. So not only can I land, but I can get a beer afterwards. But as I get closer to landing, I notice that because of the rains a few days ago, the entire middle portion is under about a foot of water. So I'm aiming for that outer ring there. No big deal, but the last thing I want to do is get my brand new wing dirty. I can't say this was my most cat-like and graceful landing, but I landed safely, and both the paramotor and wing also no damage, and best of all, nothing got wet. So that was my last real flight. I basically love just flying cross country. I love flying high. If I can get above the clouds, it's even better. What have I learned from all this? One is I really love trying new wings. I love kiting wings. I love flying them, but most of all, I just want to be really comfortable with the wing. So this was my last flight before the Nirvana went back to the dealer. So I've only flown the Spider once, but I hope to fly it a little bit of Tory, just get some paragliding in and some experience with that wing. Don't know what I'll be flying the next 2 or 3 months. Don't know what's going to be happening with the Nirvana, and we'll have to wait and see if they can figure out what the problem is with the engine. In the meantime, it's been great trying all these new wings. Who knows what I'll be flying next year. So thanks for watching. Enjoy yourself up in the skies and just fly safe.